On tonight's episode of Knights of the Game Table, we have the Tau going head-to-head against the forces of the Blood Angels. Who's going to win? Watch the episode and find out. To keep up to date with everything at Knights of the Game Table, all you have to do is click subscribe and then hit that tiny little notification button next to it, so every time we upload a new video, YouTube will be sure to let you know. Now while you're watching, don't forget that you've got an opportunity to win a start collecting box of your choice. All you have to do is leave a comment down below and share the video, and we'll enter you into our monthly draw, and who knows, you could win your very own start collecting box just like Tim Farney did last month. And also don't forget that if you want to see more episodes from Knights of the Game Table and you'd like painting tutorials and tactics tutorials and to get your hands on one of these amazing dice trays exactly like the ones that we use in the show, all you have to do is become a member of Knights of the Game Table, and you can learn more about that by checking out the link in the description of the video. So while you're entering into our monthly draw and checking out the Knights of the Game Table membership, I'll see you in the game.
Hello, Knights at the Game Table. This is Sean Hunter here at Wargames Con, and I am returned with my Youth Tau Sept, hoping to break my long-term losing streak on the channel. It's been a few months since I've been on the channel, and I'm looking forward to getting here and playing. So I brought a nice 50 power level Youth Tau Sept. We've got a couple of ethereals leading things out on hover drones. We've got a squad of XV8 crisis battle suits armed to the teeth. We've got little stealthers, we've got a big stealther, and then I've got Kroot that we all know drop like flies, so I'm looking forward to see what happens with them. Also have a strike team, and I've also got an assault team, a breacher team, so I am looking forward to getting on the table, fighting, and breaking that losing streak. Other special nonsense that needs to be mentioned, because they're the Youth set, every Tau that doesn't move gets a +1 cover bonus. Also, because we've got the Youth gunship diplomacy, my warlord, as long as he's near the Kroot, they get to inherit that goodness of for the greater good. Now that does mean that if somebody charges a team that's very near them, they can overwatch just like the team getting charged. So got a lot of stuff going on, looking forward to using it.
Hello, Caleb here. Trying to catch a game, getting some Tau. I'm bringing Blood Angels Dreadnoughts. I've got 6 Dreadnoughts, 2 Librarians, 2 Death Company with 2 Flamers, and 2 regular Dreadnoughts with twin autocannons. No real funny shenanigans. I don't have a lot of models. Just hoping to score a win.
So our mission for today is kill the courier. Each of us has a designated courier. At the start of the first battle round, we determine who it is. The model cannot be the army's warlord. First player to slay the courier wins the game. So it's going to be hide and go seek and shoot everybody who's in the way. So the courier, for me, I have actually chosen my little friend, the Kroot Shaper. We're hoping he's going to survive very well.
My courier is going to be one of my Death Company. All right, so I finished deploying first, so I'm going to get +1 to my roll. I got 3.
So versus 4. So you now have the opportunity to steal.
All right, can we steal?
Nope. Okay, so first turn goes to me. So the general strategy is to move everybody a little bit closer towards the courier because he's put the courier on my weak side. Very, very wise of him. So we've actually shifted the Ghost Keel to the right, shifted all the XV8 Crisis battle suits, shifted the XV25 Stealth battle suits. I am leaving my core cadre of Kroots and a strike team in place right now. So we are ready to move into shooting phase. All right, so we attempted a marker light mark on his courier and it just did not go off. So now we're gonna fire off a Cyclic Ion Raker. Cyclic Ion Raker is a heavy 6 weapon. Gonna give it a shot, got 6. It's 5 ups because I moved, so 2 hits, strength 7 versus tough. 1 wound.
4 up.
4 up. Nope, 1 damage.
You want to paint on 6? Nope, he felt it. Down to 7.
And that's the end of my turn 1. A lot of moving, not a lot of shooting.
So for my movement phase, everybody just kind of tried to get in the way. I advanced my Librarians. They were excited. They wanted to get in there, so they advanced 5-6 inches apiece. And then the one Death Company, he wasn't quite so eager. He only advanced 2. So my Warlord did get his wings, so he moved 12 more inches, and then my other Librarian, he got his Quicken off, and so he gets another D3 attacks and 3 more inches to charge. And then now I'm going to try and smite his ghost keel with the 2 librarians. 5. Okay, so I got a 10, so I do d6 damage. So for 6 damage.
All right, so he's got 4 left.
And then the other librarian, he's got 4, so he doesn't get it.
All right, so he's down to 4. Let me get a wound counter.
Okay, so I shot my autocannons at his suits. I managed to take out 1 and 5 drones. Now I'm gonna fire my heavy flamer at his ghost keel for d6 automatic hits. For 6 hits, strength 5, toughness.
Still 6 at this point.
6, so looking for 5s. 3. For 2.
For 2. All right, 3 up on saves. Okay.
1 damage apiece.
1 damage apiece. I'm gonna take the hits. All right, so moving right along, the entire battlefield is obviously shifting to my right because both of our little dudes who are messengers are on the right-hand side. We've got a real big fight developing in the center field, so I've got to try and get past his librarians if I have any chance whatsoever of getting to that courier. So I've shifted my breacher team up. Breachers have these wonderful little plasma shotguns that the closer you get, the stronger of a hit they do and the stronger of armor penetration that they do. So I wanted to get them in a little bit closer. I've also moved all the little stealther guys over to support Mr. Big Stealther and moved my XV8 Crisis. And then I dropped in a smart missile with our little group over here. They're just kind of hanging out. I've shifted my Kroot to the right a little bit too. Not sure if they're really going to come into play because Kroot can't shoot, but it's a start. So that's movement phase. Let's get into shooting. So what's happened up to this point is we have focused in on his Warlord because he was right there in the center of the table and he's between me and my goal. We have been chewing away and we've got him down to 2 hits. The next shot actually could take him out. So we're firing 2 fusion blasters from one of my XV8 Crisis battle suits at the Warlord. No good. All right, so 1 hit. All right, and we remove Home Slice from the field. So my Ghost Keel is down to 1 hit left, but he hasn't gone this turn. And we do have 1 guy that he can shoot at. So we're gonna shoot at him. And because what do I have to lose? Cyclic Ion Rakers coming at you, overcharged. So I took a chance, overcharged the Cyclic Ion Raker, and just like most plasma weapons do, it let me down and took the last hit away from my Ghost Keel. But hey, I feel like he did his job before he said goodbye. So good job, little Ghost Keel. And that's the end of my turn 2.
Okay, so for my movement phase, I had to move my autocannon guys. He moved kind of up this way. He shuffled off to the side. Librarian decided to get in their face. And Death Company, I had to advance him. So on to Psychic phase. Okay, so I tried to give my Librarian his wings barreled, re-rolled, still perilled. So now everybody within 6 inches of him takes D3 mortal wounds. Okay, so that's the end of my Psychic phase. Took out the squad, whiffed with the other one, heavy flamer into your stealth suits. Okay, so that was the end of my shooting phase. So charge phase, I'm gonna charge your breachers with my librarian.
Okay, so I'm gonna fire Overwatch, that's 16 shots.
So I made my charge, eliminated 4 breachers, and then consolidated kind of around the corner, and that'll end my turn.
So we did have to do a little morale check on my breacher team, and they did not do as well as they could have. I did lose 2 additional breachers off of that. So we have continued moving the game to this side, and I have moved basically my 1 remaining stealth suit up to hope that he can do a little bit of damage to the courier before the game's over. And then everybody else is just kind of stuck holding in place. So we're just gonna kind of keep going with what we got. I'm gonna start things out with a marker light shot, just 5 up. All right, so I finally got my marker light hit off. So I'm re-rolling on 1 hits, and I have got the David versus Goliath Fusion Blaster versus his Courier. So let's see if it works. And we are so gonna spend a command point and re-roll that. So that takes me to 3. All right, he hits. All right, so strength 8, 7, and it fails. So that just really didn't work out the way it was supposed to, but hey, we'll move on. So just a quick recap. So we actually did have a fight breakout on my left side of the field for a little while. Fired off a strike, my strike team against his hiding autocannon Dreadnought. Managed to chip away the paint a little bit. Fired off my smart missile at him and missed completely. The smart missile was just not so smart. So we've moved forward into the center. I've snuck a little stealth battle suit up, took a pot shot, didn't really do too much. And now we're stuck to where we're in the center here, where my Ethereal and my last 2 Breachers are about to go hand to hand versus a Blood Angel Librarian Dreadnought, which is not good for them. That's just not good. Yeah, we're never supposed to be in this position. So one of them dinked you. That's strength 3.
6s. You get it?
Okay.
Looking for 3, saved it.
Saved it, okay.
I'm gonna put 2 into the Ethereal, and then the other 2 into your Breacher team.
Because it's complicated.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna swing on the Ethereal first.
Okay.
So
Yeah,
2s. 2s again. Both wounds.
Okay.
AP -4 for the Hellbreaker.
Okay, he's dead.
And the 2 into the Breacher team for 2s. Both hit. And then 2s. Both wounds.
All right, so that's my poor little Breacher team. So a quick recap of my turn 3 combat. Reached out and touched somebody. My little strike team took a few shots and actually chipped the paint a little bit on his Dreadnought. My smart missile missed badly. My little Davy got his way up here, my strike suit. He missed and did not chip the paint on the Courier. And then wonderful Blood Angel Librarian just decided he was going to murder the rest of my Breacher team and my Ethereal. And I think my opponent feels really bad about what just happened because that was just kind of sad and it's tragic. It's tragic. All right, and that concludes my turn 3.
Okay, so Docket Dude number 1 stayed put. Number 2 kind of had to shuffle over here to the side. Moved up Death Company. He kind of come around the corner trying to hide a bit more, and I moved up my Librarian. Okay, so Psychic Phase. Wings on a 5. I'm gonna use my last point to re-roll that.
That's not perils. At least there's that.
No, but I definitely want it. Still no.
Okay, so we didn't
So
win.
no wings. No, I'm gonna try Quicken on a 7. 7. No. So nothing happened in Psychic Phase.
I mean, there was a smell in the air, right?
There was a smell. On to shooting. First, Docket Dude into your crew. He stood still, so he's hitting on 3s. Okay, so added to the 2 autocannon Dreadnoughts, I managed to eliminate all but 2 crew. So I'm now going to fire at them with the heavy flamer from my Librarian.
Which is auto hits.
Auto hits, 2.
2. And what's the...
Strength 5, so
Is there
3s.
AP on it? There's -1 on them? Mm-hmm. Okay, they're 6 up saves, so...
For 8.
Okay, well...
So I managed to take out his drone with the flamers from my Death Company, so now that's the end of my shooting phase on the charges. So I need 9 inches to reach his Courier with my Librarian.
Doesn't make it, he's still overwatching.
Okay. So
No. Ah!
3s re-rolling. It's 4. Okay, so after I failed my charge with my Librarian, I did make it into a stealth suit with my Death Company. He has officially deceased. So now we're gonna see if he blows up.
Right, so I'm activating Failsafe Detonator, which is a fun little ability that the Tau have that if they really, really want it, they can blow up their battle suits. So on a 4-up, he takes one mortal wounds, which really is no big deal, but it was kind of a final middle finger.
On a 6-up, he doesn't take it.
On a 6-up, he doesn't take it.
Yeah, he takes it.
He takes it.
He takes it.
1 piece of damage. Now, At this point,
Everybody's sitting at 7s but this guy.
so at this point, I concede.
Okay,
I have nothing that's armor piercing left, so that was a fun game.
good game.
All right, so my streak on Knights continues unabated. That was a rough and tumble 3-round game against a wall of moving death. It was a heck of a lot of fun to play, and I am just so happy that I got to be on this game. What went well in this game, it was kind of interesting to watch. Those breachers, when they got in close with some of the heavier, getting into that really 5-inch range and getting the extra armor piercing and hits, that was nice. Had a lot of good things going on. I think I protected my messenger really, really well up through the ends, and got some really, really good hits in. I think my opponent's gonna agree the funny turning point in the game is when we had 2 Dreadnoughts just explode, one right after the other in the center, and just took out so much of both of our teams. So that was a lot of fun to watch. That was hilarious, and I feel like I learned a lot on how to handle heavy armor a little bit more, and maybe to plan a little bit less of a balanced team if I know I'm gonna be fighting a heavier armor. So looking forward to another fight, and looking forward to fighting another day.
So it was a really fun game in the end. We were kind of rolling what we needed, didn't exactly get what rolls we wanted. I think the only reason why I won it is both of my librarians just completely eating it. You know, the one exploding and then the other perils kind of eliminated anything heavy he had in the area. He couldn't deal with the tough 7 all around. But it was a fun game. I certainly enjoyed myself.
So there you go. It just goes to prove to you that even in death, duty does not end, as the Blood Angels and their Dreadnoughts were capable of destroying the Tau. Now, I did mention a little while ago that we were coming to the end of Season 1 of Knights of the Game Table, and we had a whole bunch of brand new, awesome things happening. You may have noticed that we'll be having these daily videos going out, and that we've started playing Magic the Gathering on the channel. Well, you are in for a treat, because after next week's episode, which features the one and only Nick Nanavati, by the way, we will be moving into Season 2 of the new version of Knights of the Game Table. Knights of the Game Table will be called The Channel, but we're going to have a brand new TV show for you. It's 7 incredible episodes, and it's going to be airing in a number of different formats. I'm so excited to share this with you, but you're going to have to wait until after next week's episode to learn more about it. So just know that Season 2 of Knights of the Game Table is coming. It's going to be epic, so make sure you keep tuning in. I want to say thank you so much for continuing to support our show. Please, if you haven't done yet so, subscribe so you don't miss out on any of the awesome episodes. And of course, look into becoming a full Knights of the Game Table member by clicking the link in the description. Thanks ever so much for watching. Watch here and find out who's playing next week.
Next week on Knights at the Game Table, Eldari versus Death Guard.